Girl Victoria, back to you with another review for Love and Hip Hop Miami Season 5, Episode 18, called Keep It on the Low. Ain't nothing kept on the low. We on freaking national TV, everything on camera. What is there on the low? If it was on the low, we wouldn't see it. Okay, anyway, we're gonna get right into it. So we're starting off with Flo. She's at home, reminiscing about her little launch party, everything that done happened. She's so angry, saying her reputation is destroyed and people think she don't got no money, even though it's kind of looking like you don't got money. Well, to pay your bills or rent, whatever the case may be. And Marlon comes over, obviously he's staying with her, so he has the key, but when he tries to go in with the key, it's not working out. Okay, so she done changed the locks because she was upset, but I'm like, what's the point of changing the locks when you're still gonna let him in the house? He's probably gonna still stay in the house, and now you're gonna have to go to Walmart or whatever to get him a copy for the new locks. What's the point? You wasting money. Anyway, so she lets him in, confronts him about, embarrassing her and, getting Claudia angry and whatnot. And, Marlon says, well, it did happen. That's when Flo admits to us that her and Marlon did indeed have sex. And it was only one time. And she tells Marlon she only had sex with him because she felt sorry for him. Florence. Who are you lying to? Us or yourself? Florence, please. You don't have to lie to us. We know, for some people, myself included, coochie not gonna do it for us. Sometimes you need, So, listen, if that's the case, Florence, just live in your truth. You know what I'm saying? You miss real peen, not the fake stuff that they make online and all that stuff. You wanted the real thing. Now, you are in a relationship exclusive. Don't seem like no open relationship to me. Even though Claudia did have some questionable moments with Eliza, but Florence, let's come on. Don't play games. So she done cheated, so she's now a cheater, and it's funny because Marlon was just like, the same thing I did to you, you doing now to Claudia. So Flo says she does need to tell Claudia the truth, but they do talk about the other drama that happened at her party, which is, South Beach towing girl. Bernice, sorry, yes. Bernice of South Beach Tow. Bobby lets us know that it was, well, Marlon said from what Bobby said, but they show the flashback of Bobby actually saying it, that Bernice is actually Hot Topic's cousin. Well, we already knew Bernice was called by Hot Topic, so I guess now we know they're cousins. What else is new? Is a small world. Okay, so Flo does admit that she is behind on her rent. Marlon said this is why he needs to be in the house to help her out and whatnot. So Flo gets annoyed and kicks him out. And I'm just like, well, Flo, if you are behind, were you behind when you were like with Marlon? Or like, I don't know how much your rent, but to be behind on like 10K or from what Claudia said later on in the episode, did being with Marlon did it help you out more financially? I know 2 incomes is better than 1. Not that is it seemed like he don't have no income now that y'all not together. So I don't know how that dynamic is working out. But look, you're gonna have to figure it out, Flo. Okay, I don't know if you biting off more than you can chew. Like, I know you getting paid from the show. I know you getting paid from your career and whatnot. But maybe you are you're trying to afford too many things more further than what your income can handle, which is a lot of people do that. A lot of people have that problem. When they get more money, they want a bigger lifestyle, but sometimes you got to live up with under your means, not within your means, under your means, so that way you can use that excess money for like savings, emergency, all that stuff. That's the responsible thing. Easier said than done, I understand, but discipline is key. So I don't know what to tell you, Florence. I need help too. So it's not even coming from a malicious type of thing, but I can't even say that to you because you gonna look at me like you're down here, I'm up here financially, so you giving me advice. I understand, Florence, but at the same time, I'm not gonna be renting no place I can't afford. I'm just we move on. I don't want no problem with Florence because I don't have a money for legal matters. Okay, we move on to Trick. He's in the studio with his son Jaden. Jaden's happy because listen, he finally in the studio, he finally gets to do some music, and Trick, obviously just wants him to finish school. He got 1 more semester left, so Jaden said he don't got to worry about that. He gonna get it done. So I'm like, okay, cool. So Trick obviously is planning something, concert for the 50th anniversary of hip hop, and wants his son Jaden to do a song. So Jaden's excited and happy about that. I'm like, okay, cool. You getting him more involved, trying to be more easy on him because he is almost done with school. So that's cool. We then move on to Safari. He's filming for a scene in a new movie that he's in. What movie? I don't know. He don't even say what the movie is. So do I care? No. But Eliza comes to visit. She does admit that she is, a little bit on one because she is jealous seeing him like all kissing and hugged up on the girl that he was doing the scene with. I'm like, what else is new? I guess the person that he's playing is himself, not literally Safari himself, but someone who characterizes themselves as like Safari. So him and Eliza goes to the side to talk a little bit, and Eliza tells Safari that she told some people about them, like, which is Bobby, Miami Tip, and her friend. I forgot what her friend's name is. Doesn't matter. But, he does, feel some kind of way about it because, the last time he went public with someone, Amara, it didn't go too well. So that's why he wasn't really feeling her telling people. But, like, if you effing with someone and, like, they effing you good, at first, I don't know if he effing her good or whatever the case may be. But, listen, obviously with your close friends and stuff, you may let them know like, hey man, I got this homeboy, so I understand. But maybe that should have been something y'all established before y'all continue. I don't know how much they pillow talk or whatnot, but I feel like that'd be something like that should have been established. But at the same time, it's being established now, but it's still a little bit too late. So they also do bring up Amara. She doesn't yet know, but Safari says, because Eliza was letting him know, like, listen, me and Amara, we're back cool again. And Eliza lets us know in a confessional that she didn't know her and Amara was going to be cool again. And had she known, like, she, doesn't know she would have, like, F Safari because, she felt like, oh, since they're done and I'm not really cool with Amara like that, I can F Safari. You sure you wasn't going to F Safari regardless, Eliza? Okay. Anyway, but, Safari's just like, oh, Amara's going to flip when she finds out. Eliza said, they'll address that when, that bridge when they get there. Okay, whatever you say, Eliza. But from the looks of the way this episode ended, it just looks like Amara ain't done with Safari sexually. And I'm not talking about perfection, I'm sexually. Okay, so, okay, whatever y'all say. We're going to move right along to Trick and a CO. And Big D and I believe another person, they meet at a location for a meeting to discuss the 50th anniversary of hip hop concert that they have coming up. And they're waiting on Trina, but they do already start to talk. He wants it to be an adult prom theme. And Trina was taking too long, so Trick said he has somewhere to go, so he ends up leaving. So Trina shows up 2 hours late with Joy. And, when CO and the other person, I'm so sorry, I didn't get the person's name. But from what Trick said, they seem like a big person in Miami and probably the industry as well. Anyway. So when Trina does finally show up 2 hours later, they do discuss what they already kind of talked with Trick, and she did express no. Which I want to do. Trick already did that for his 20th anniversary for himself, so she wants to be the face. She don't want to do the adult prom theme, and it's gonna go her way. And I'm just like, so who's really in charge of this? Is it Trina? Is it Trick? Is it somebody else? Like, I don't understand. We'll get to the other scene where I guess I'll talk more about Trina being late, but I'm just kind of like trying to understand. Trina, like, you just not coming in, and now you're trying to take over the whole meeting. But it's not even it's not even your event. You're just a part of the event. But you want to be the face of the event? Okay. Well, I guess whatever Trina wants, she gets. Okay, so we're just going to move right along. So Amara, she's meeting with Brooke, Princess, and Eliza. They all talk and catch up on everything that they got going on. And Amara lets us know that she's doing a top secret collaboration song video with somebody. And, she'll let us know later. But I'm just like, well, it's already in the blog. Like, Shade Room already posted it, I think, like, last week or something. You doing this collaboration with Safari, big whoop. Like, you still effing him. Like, what else is new? Like, it ain't nothing. Amara, we know you be going back, spinning the blog. We know Safari be spinning the blog. Like, what else is new? Honestly, guys, they both are I don't want to say weird, but they both are like corny people, in my personal opinion. I'm weird myself. You know what I'm saying? So I could say this. I could say this. But I feel like they're perfect for each other because they both dramatic. They both do the most. And I know two of the same people maybe not work. They may clash, but I don't know. I feel like they work. They work. If it wasn't for social media having comments to say, I feel like they would be the best couple together. To be honest, so I mean, I ain't mad at it, but at the same time, it's like Safari. Amara, you just, I don't even know what to say about you. But I feel like they work in a weird way. Is that just me? Maybe it's just me. It's okay if it's just me. But that's the way I feel. Um, we then move on to Trick. He's at his restaurant. Theo comes to visit to talk to him about Trina finally coming over and how that meeting went. And, Trick says that they're still going to be doing the prom theme, and he's going to have to check her because her being late and wanting to run things over and do things her way is ridiculous if she can't even be there on time and whatnot. So he's going to have to confront her. Okay, cool. We're going to move right on to Shay. She's still recovering from the surgery, and Fabian, he's still there with the baby, with her and the baby. He's doing the baby's hair, which I was kind of impressed. I'm like, okay, he could do okay. Look, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. So they get to talking, discussing everything in regards to, him not being there. He's saying that she should have told him. She agrees, but saying, she was going through a lot. Then they talk about him and her mom, and he's the one who's saying she came at him at the hospital, which she did. But Shay said, you can't be talking to her any type of way. You can't be cussing at her, which they do a flashback of him cussing at her. I believe Sajaya's first birthday party. So they ended up getting into an argument. Shay does get emotional as they're going back and forth. And Fabian does admit that he did cheat on Shay. Producer tried to ask Shay about it. She didn't want to talk about it in a confessional. And, Shay ends up having to get up and walk away, saying this is why he be stressing her out and that's why she lost her baby. And it's just like, I just be feeling for Shay sometimes. Like, even though Shay I don't want to say highly emotional, but she has a lot of emotions. I too feel like I have a lot of emotions, so that's why it's just like I feel for her. But at the same time, it's like, girl, you be putting yourself in the situation sometimes. Like homeboy not good for you, but you're gonna stick with him anyway. Probably because he gives you something good, better than another person did, or whatever the case may be. But I just, Shay, you just, I don't feel like she's in therapy, but I feel like therapy would best be suited for her, and just not just like relationship wise, but just whole life wise. She's been through a lot with her mom, and dealing with men essaying her, not men, but she did get essayed, and just the men that she's been with in her life and such. Just a lot of trauma, that she's been through, and I feel like she hasn't properly healed. I mean, yes, she had some therapy moments with like Iyanla and I believe somebody else, but like a couple therapy sessions are not going. She needs like a continuous therapy session with a therapist. I mean, especially now she just lost her second child. She just got a lot going on emotionally, and someone who tries to keep that all in it's just not good, because it's just gonna pile up and blow over. And we see that how she would be reacting to a lot of things. Not saying it's not warranted, but at the same time, it's just like all this stuff be happening to you, but you're also not getting help and healing from your past trauma, your childhood trauma, all that. So it's just like, girl, with all love and respect, like you need help. Okay, we all do. Okay, some just can't afford it, others can, but girl, you need somebody to talk to, and not no family friend. Okay, we move on then to Ray J, Safari, and Marcus. They meet up to catch up. Now, I don't know what the hell Ray J and Safari was wearing, but we know they're going to act a fool no matter what, especially when they get together. Marcus was only calm and regular, one of them dressed regularly. He does admit that he has been sober for 3 years, and, he went to therapy. He's now a life coach, and, he stopped watching porn. And when he said that, Safari and Ray J looked at each other like I need a release and stuff. Okay, look, I understand and see what Marcus is trying to do, but Marcus, you should know better to try to talk some sense into these two clowns, right? So then after that, Safari ends up telling Ray J and Marcus about him and Eliza. The producers call out Safari saying, I thought you just told Eliza not to be telling people, or you got on her for telling people, but now you're telling your people. And then that's when Safari was like, oh, it's different because it's his boys. Well, that was her girls, her friends, her close friends, whatever. So what difference does it make, Safari? You just okay. Unless if he's thinking in the aspect of, oh, since she told her peoples, I'm gonna tell my peoples, because technically he told. I mean, per the editing, he told his peoples after she told her peoples. I mean, does it really matter who y'all told? We gonna find it out because it's on the damn national TV. So whoever, it don't even matter. We know, everybody can see it now. So there you go. There's that. We then move on to, like I said, Marcus. I don't know why you talking to these knuckleheads, but listen. Sometimes it's good to be the most elevated person in the room, but at the same time, is it really? Because then it's like, if majority of you are fools and you hanging out with fools, then people gonna look at you like a fool. Not that you care. We know what you're about, Marcus. Okay, we know what you're about, but just let it be like once in a blue moon. Don't let it be often, Marcus. Okay, because we actually like you. At least I do. So just keep it at a minimal, okay, please. So Trick is at his house cooking and has everyone come over his house for a meeting. Once again, we are waiting on Trina. Even Joy comes quite early, I guess to stall for Trina. And Trina was late for 3 hours. Trick said, okay, he was just fed up, so he leaves his own house to go on a drive or whatever the case may be. And then Trina comes an hour later, so she was like 4 hours late. And, she comes with Bobby and says that she had a flat tire that still wasn't fixed. And if they want to come fix her flat tire for her, they can. And, she will never be on time. They end up calling Trick on FaceTime. But, like, nothing gets resolved. There's no, like, definite of what they're going to be doing. And they even question if they're going to be doing the concert at all. Now, for me, I'm just like, Trina, I know she thinks she runs on her own time, but I'm just like, you can't be on time for anything. Literally anything. I think I said this like part A of this season or the last season. I'm like, Trina, I feel like Trina, for the amount of years and work she's put into her career and industry, she should be at a higher caliber than she is now. Like, I just, but it's just like her attitude and way she goes about things is keeping her from being at the caliber she should probably be at. I'm not saying she's at a low caliber, but I just feel like she should be at a higher caliber than she's currently at. Because I'm just like, Trina, you've been in the game for over 20 years, I believe, right? It don't make a sense to me. That is, well, I mean, the way you go about things, it makes sense, but at the same time, it doesn't make sense for like the effort, time, and all that stuff you put in. Like, I just don't understand. Like, you never on time for nothing. Why? Like, why you have to be such a diva about stuff? Like, this is why you're not involved in much things as you should be. Like, she was able to do tiny desks and stuff, but it's just like, I don't know. I just feel like she should have had more opportunities and been able to do more. But you do stuff like this, and it's just like, bro, come on. Like, I don't get it. It like, to me, I just feel like, Trina, like, stop being so like, oh, I run on my own time. Like, if Beyonce, since you said Beyonce is the best rapper of all time or whatever the case, whatever she said about Beyonce and being a rapper. Like, if Beyonce said, I need you here by 5 o'clock, you gonna show up at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand you being late. Like, you're what is the word? Your credibility from this show alone. You are late to everything. I don't think there's a time you've been on time for anything on Love and Hip Hop Miami, and that's very sad. Trina, let's get better. Let's get better, please, because we like you. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I be saying what I be saying, but I don't mean, I don't, I'm not gonna, fan out if I see you in Publix, But we gotta work on this, Trina, because this is not good. This is not good. But I mean, what do I know, right? She probably would cuss me out right now if she ever watched this video. That's fine, Trina. Took to cuss me out. It's not the first time I've been cussed out. It's probably not gonna be the last time I've been cussed out. I'm trying to learn to stay whatever I want to stay, stand 10 toes down, stand on business, as y'all say, and not care what someone else got to say. Just like Trina says whatever she wants to say and not care what people got to say. So, Trina, look, time management. Time management. You're talking about it. And there's always an excuse. There's always something going on. Trina, it's life. Life always happens, but we still make it a point to make it on time to things that we need to make it on time for. Okay? She probably already clicked off this video if she was watching. Anyway, we then get to Florence. She goes to Claudia's house. Claudia lets her in, even though she don't want to let her in, but she don't want her neighbors in her business. But if your neighbors watch Love and Hip Hop Miami, Claudia, they're gonna be in your business. They're gonna know what's going on. All right, so Flo admits her and Marlon done had sex. Claudia asks how many times. She said once, and you know she's done with him. She loves Claudia. Claudia says she don't believe none of that stuff, and you know Flo just been playing her, trying to keep her in the closet and all that stuff. Meanwhile, she's helping her out with $10K for her rent, and because of that, you know she talked to Hot Topic about that. So technically, when Hot Topic was telling Joy like an episode or two ago about, you know, she got the intel that Flo wants his book, it was from Claudia, and that's why Hot Topic got her cousin Bernice from South Beach Tow to come and put the notice on Florence's window. So she went to tell Hot Topic, and she been helping Florence. Florence is now pissed, calls her a cloud chaser, and you know Flo ends up leaving and stuff. And I'm just kind of like, so y'all both effed over each other. You know, Florence, you know what you did. Claudia, I don't really understand why you would go to the enemy. Like, so I mean, I don't know if she already knew that her and Marlon was effing, but if you didn't know yet that there was effing and you went to Hot Topic, you kind of foul for that. You the one in the wrong. I mean, Florence is wrong for cheating because, you know, like Florence, you've been on this man Marlon for cheating on you. Now you cheating on your new person with Marlon. Make it make sense. Anyway, but Claudia, you not in the green, girl, because why would you go to her enemy knowing Florence don't care for Hot Topic don't care for Florence, and Gael, not that you care for Gael, but and tell her Florence business. So that means you've been trifling from the beginning. So it's just like y'all should just dead this. Hopefully y'all don't get back together and, you know, move on about your life. But Claudia, you know, this is why we never trust you from the beginning. I tried to like you, but you know, something just seemed kind of funny. And Florence, girl, you might as well just get back with Marlon because you just as bad as him because now you a cheater too. Just get back with a man. I mean, y'all probably never separated. So what? Y'all probably okay. And then lastly, we get to Amara. She reveals that the person she's collaborating with is Safari, and she's ready to deal with the fallout. Amara, what else is new? Like you're not telling us something we didn't already know. Like I said, we already seen it on the Shade Room and whatever other blog thing that, like, okay, next. That's what the episode ends, actually. So I'm just kind of like, I mean, you know, this is not really a shocker, Amara. Like, you be trying to make things so dramatic, like it's gonna shock. It really does. Nothing you do at this point shock. Nothing you do, Amara, at this point does anything for us to be like, oh my gosh, so far, Amara, I thought you. No, we're just like, okay, y'all still effing. Y'all still effing. That's okay. He effing Eliza too, but you don't know that yet. But you probably gonna know in the next few. We're gonna see how that works out. That's what we want to see what your reaction is. And then you're gonna say you done for collaborating. It's the same situation. Well, no, different situation, same type of synopsis of what be happening in Love and Hip Hop. You know, actually, same shit, different day. That same thing, different day. But that's where the episode ends. That's it. We're gonna have to see what happens next week. My on-demand thing cut off when I try to see the preview, so I don't even know what's gonna happen next week. So that was it. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Okay. If you laughed at least once, please subscribe. If you didn't laugh, we still gonna be here next week. You know what I'm saying? Come back next week. Hopefully I can make you laugh. You could subscribe then. Comment down below what you thought about this video. Peace, lemon squeezy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.